The library is way too loud today. I can't get any reading done. Do you happen to have a stapler I could borrow for a second? I just found out Professor Davis pushed the biology midterm to this Friday. We're heading to the dining hall for lunch if you want to join us. I'm completely lost in our calculus class. The professor moves way too fast.
I was so worried I missed the deadline to submit the lab report.
Are we supposed to work in pairs for the history presentation, or is it individual?
I have to carry all these heavy boxes of textbooks up to the office.
Excuse me, I'm here to pick up the catering order for the biology department's luncheon, but the boxes on the counter only have sandwiches. We specifically requested the hot pasta trays.
Oh, let me check the order book. Ah, yes. It looks like the hot trays are still in the oven. They need about 10 more minutes.
10 minutes? The lunch starts in 15, and it takes me at least 10 to walk back across campus.
Tell you what, load up the sandwiches now so you can set up on time. I'll bring the hot pasta trays over to the hall in my car as soon as they're ready.
That would be amazing. Thank you so much for saving the day.
Attention students, this is an update from the Campus Facilities Office. Due to unexpected plumbing issues discovered during the initial phase of construction, the scheduled renovation of the second-floor quiet study area has been delayed. Originally, the space was set to reopen this coming Monday, October 12th. However, the reopening date has now been pushed back to Friday, October 16th. During this extended period, the second floor will remain entirely closed to ensure safety. If you need a silent study environment, please use the computer labs on the third floor, which have been temporarily designated as quiet zones. We apologize for the inconvenience and appreciate your patience.
Today, we're looking at convergent evolution. This is the process where entirely unrelated species independently develop similar physical traits because they have to adapt to similar environments or ecological niches. A classic example of this can be seen by comparing sharks and dolphins. Sharks are fish. They breathe underwater using gills and have skeletons made of cartilage. Dolphins, on the other hand, are mammals. They are warm-blooded, breathe air through lungs, and have bony skeletons. Their evolutionary lines split hundreds of millions of years ago. Yet, if you look at their outward appearance, they look incredibly alike. Both have streamlined bodies, rigid dorsal fins, and powerful tails designed for rapid swimming through open ocean waters. They didn't inherit these traits from a common ancestor. Instead, the physics of moving efficiently through water forced both species to evolve the same optimal shape over millions of years. This is the hallmark of convergent evolution.
I asked Professor Jenkins for feedback on my draft, and she said my thesis leaves a lot to be desired. I'm not trying to beat around the bush, but your section of the presentation slides still needs a complete overhaul. Our guest lecturer's argument on economic policy seemed to rely on some rather tenuous assumptions, don't you think? The department head mentioned that funding for our research assistantships is up in the air right now. I'd love to help you proofread your dissertation tonight, but I've already got my hands full with my own grading. The syllabus says late submissions are penalized unless there are extenuating circumstances. How strictly do you think she enforces that? I was going to register for the advanced seminar, but the professor's reputation for grading on a harsh curve gave me pause. We've got a solid outline for the group project, but I'm worried we might be getting ahead of ourselves before the professor approves the topic.
Hey, Sarah, are you headed to the computer lab?
Yeah, I have to finish my graphic design project before the noon deadline. Why?
Well, you might want to turn around. They just taped a sign to the door saying the lab is closed all morning for a software upgrade.
You've got to be kidding me. My laptop can't run that rendering software. Where am I supposed to work?
Don't panic. The media library on the 3rd floor has the exact same design suite installed on their workstations, and they're usually empty this early.
Oh, thank goodness. I had no idea they had those programs there. I'm heading up right now.
Attention students, this is an update from the campus IT department regarding student printing services. Starting next Monday, we are officially retiring the old swipe card printing stations in all computer labs and libraries. In their place, we are launching the new Print Cloud mobile app. Under this new system, you will no longer need your physical student ID to print. Instead, you'll upload documents directly from your phone or laptop and release them at any campus printer by scanning a QR code. Your semester printing allowance of 100 pages will automatically transfer to your PrintCloud account. To avoid any disruption, please download the app and link your student credentials before Sunday night. If you need assistance, IT help desks will be set up in the student union all week.
Today, we're going to discuss a fascinating phenomenon in social psychology known as the pratfall effect. First studied by psychologist Elliot Aronson in 1966, this concept explains how an individual's perceived likability can actually increase after they commit a minor blunder or mistake. But there's a catch. In Aronson's classic experiment, participants listened to tape recordings of a candidate taking a difficult trivia quiz. One candidate was highly competent, answering 92% of the questions correctly, while the other candidate was average, scoring only 30%. At the end of some recordings, the candidate could be heard accidentally spilling a cup of coffee all over themselves. The results revealed that when the highly competent person spilled the coffee, their likability rating among the participants shot up significantly. It made them seem more human, more relatable. However, when the average person made the exact same clumsy mistake, their likability rating actually went down. Essentially, the pratfall effect demonstrates that we appreciate vulnerability and minor flaws, but only when we already perceive that person as highly capable. If the person is already seen as average or mediocre, the blunder just reinforces our negative perception of their competence.